out there. Mac Jones is out there trying to make things happen, trying to keep that ship afloat. What do you see with this Niners team as we go down the stretch of the season?
They have a lot of character. Yeah. They really do, because think about all the guys that have been injured. They're playing, and I'm not making excuses. Injuries are a part of it, but they've had a lot of guys. The starting quarterback's been out. Warner gets hurt. They have a bunch of guys that have been missing. Brandon Ayuk is out. Yeah. Ricky Pearsall is out. They make no excuses. They keep finding ways to win. But this was a game that the Rams needed to make a statement. They're a little bit better than the 49ers right now because they're more healthy. Yeah. So it'll be interesting down the stretch.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just what it is, being more healthy down the stretch of the season. All right, let's check in on another game. Cardinals facing the Seahawks, and this one was really nothing. Early second quarter, Cardinals trailing. Brissett sacked again by Knight. Pops the ball loose. Warren picks it up and takes it all the way to the end zone. Coach, this is kind of crazy.
He's got two.
Two of them. Seahawks lead 28-0, and just like I mentioned, it was all Seattle. They win big 44-22. All right, the Seahawks entered the season as 60-1 Super Bowl long shots, but they've impressed people enough to see their odds shortened to plus 800. That's the fourth shortest odds in the NFL, behind only the Chiefs, Lions, and Rams. Coach, how good is this Seattle team? We look at the numbers, we look at the box score, but what do your eyes tell you?
My eyes tell me that every time they play thus far, they become a more confident football team. And when they play at home, they're dangerous in this sense. If you get behind on these guys, and I've been in that stadium as a player and as a coach, it's so loud in there. When you play offense, you can't hardly hear it.
Yeah.
If you think they're playing with 12 guys, and then the defense starts running around and hitting you and causing turnovers, you're like, man, what is this place, right? And so they're one of the hotter teams right now, playing with a quarterback that's resurrected his career, right? And so now they've got a lot of confidence. They're chasing the Rams along with the 49ers. This is a really good division, a three-team division for the most part. But Seattle, they're a hard out, especially in Seattle.
Look, you talk about a hot team. The Rams also a hot team. Sean McVay at the podium right now. Let's take a listen.
Great atmosphere and environment to be able to do that. And, we'll enjoy this, and what a great challenge we have against an excellent football team next week. But, you guys go ahead. I don't. He got his oblique. I think he probably could have been able to come back in if it was a little bit closer, kind of similar to Puka last week's there. So, but he was outstanding today. You really felt his presence early and often in the game. Comes away with another touchdown, but I don't have an update as far as anything specific. Players executing. They've done a great job, Adam. I think we've been able to be efficient in both phases. I think guys are winning one-on-ones. Matthew's putting the ball where he wants to. But football is the greatest team sport that there is. And I think when you look at it, obviously a consistent theme if you were to say, how big Devontae's been. But I think Matthew's been excellent. It was great to be able to get a couple rushing touchdowns today. I thought Querim put his foot in the ground and leveled some runs off and then was able to run around the edge. But it is truly all 11. And proud of this group. They're earning a lot of the confidence with the way that they're working throughout the course of the week, and this is what we want to be able to do as the season goes, is just continue to build. And like I mentioned, you look up and you see, you can't help but notice, I'm a fan of this game, how big time Seattle's been and what a great challenge it's going to be, and great atmosphere at home next week against a great football team. I think it was big, and then credit to them. They'd made enough plays to be able to kind of get themselves back in it, cut it to a one-possession game to make it 21-14. And then offensively to be able to go right back down and get back up 2 possessions was big. And so felt like, just like, it's never easy. And this league is so difficult, so challenging, and there's ebbs and flows, and you just have to stay steady, stay even-keeled. I think our team has a bunch of mental toughness, resilience, and the ability to be able to respond. They stay connected through the good and through the challenging moments. And I love this group. I'm excited about being able to build with them as we continue on the second half of the season. Yeah, this is a great football team, and obviously there's a lot of history. It's always pretty cool to peek up there and see, John McVay's name in the corner, and always think about him and what he meant to me. And I wouldn't be in the position if it wasn't for him. But I have a lot of respect for this organization. No Kyle and this, this team and these coaches, they're excellent. So to be able to come in here and get a win, it's always difficult, it's always challenging, and we're very pleased with the way that our team came out ready to go today.
All right, let's hear from Niners head coach Kyle Shanahan on the loss today.
All right, guys, no injuries. Go ahead. Yeah, a little bit of both. I mean, we knew it would be a big challenge going in. You know, we knew we know how good they are, but we thought we could slow them down and find a way to get off on third down. We obviously didn't do that very well. We did it twice there in the first half, got none in the second half. Thought we had a chance down there in the red zone when Stafford scrambled. We came up to get him and gave him a touchdown there. But it wasn't anything really in particular, just not good enough. 2 times we subbed in dime and we didn't get a guy off. So I think one time we didn't get it call in fast enough. I got the timeout on that, and the next time we didn't. So it was on us.
God, what was the message to the team in the locker room afterwards? What did you have to say?
I just told them, guys, it wasn't good enough. You know, as bad as it was at times, you know, I still believe if you know, we convert that 4th and 1 in the first half and we don't turn it over on the other drive, it's a 2-score game, and I believe we're right in that. I believe it could have came down the end if we played a little bit better on offense in the first half. Obviously, we got to get a D. D's got to get a stop there in the second half, but I still think we could have made that a game. I believe I told them I believe that we can find a way to win any game that we're in, but if we hurt ourselves like that, 7 penalties to 0. Not getting off on third down. I think they were 5 of 5 in the red zone, and then the offense having 2 turnovers and they're having 0. You make that pretty tough on yourself. I mean, yeah, we all know that it's a challenge with how many guys they're missing on D. So we truly understand that. I know we can do better than what we did today, though, and I believe the offense can do better than what they did today.